am here to share my story on my personal experience with ionized alkaline water. Wow, it's a long story. I came to the water because of a discovery of a long journey having to deal with Candida, which is otherwise known as yeast infection to most. I had started it, I guess, back in my college years, and when I started drinking lots of coffee just to be able to stay up all night to write papers. I've always been health conscious. I've always been an athlete as a runner. I train, I do all kinds of outdoors. I followed Barry Sears and I've worked with him with the zone of 40-30-30, balancing your macronutrients. I've done a numerous amount of things between doing colonics, all your alternative methods. I've gone through anything alternative that I could, because I've always been a firm believer that if you give your body the right tools, that it'll naturally try to heal itself. I'm never believing in any kind of medications, including aspirin. I've never even taken birth control because I didn't believe in taking anything man-made. And that if I just give my body what it needs, that it will naturally try to heal itself. And it was very challenging for me to understand what was going on with my body when I was eating natural foods and I was balancing my macronutrients and exercising, and I couldn't figure it out. And so I just kept plowing through. I started going through the process of eliminating foods, eliminating dairy, eliminating grains, down to the point where I started eliminating meats. At that point, I felt like I wasn't eating anything. And what really triggered it for me is when I went to a Tony Robbins seminar, and I actually had gone through his 4-day, and at the end of that 4-day, he had a health segment in it. And the one area that I did not know about had to do with pH balance. And at that point, my whole world opened, and I started to focus on, okay, what foods have to do with alkaline and what are acidic? And I started focusing on vegetables because that was the primary source of alkalinity. And so then I incorporated more vegetables in my diet. And at that time, I saw a slight shift, but not an immediate. And so then at that point, my focus shifted to the water. I started drinking alkaline water. Within 3 to 4 days, my yeast was gone. And I thought, wow, this is something. And at that point, I've also gone through the experience that when I would do colonics, if I took monostat, if I took anything, that it would sometimes come back after about a month and a half. So I was still in that stage of, okay, is this real or is it not? And so I went through and I just continued to drink the water. And after a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and now it's been a year, and my yeast is completely gone. I can't tell you, or I can tell you because that's why I'm here, the benefit that has given to me is it's given me more power over my body. Before, where I used to suffer every day, now I have control over my body. If I eat certain foods that are highly acidic, now I control that by drinking extra alkaline water. If I drink coffee, I now prepare my coffee with the alkaline water, which neutralizes the acidity. Tea, anything that is acidic, I can now offset that with the water. I can't even tell you just how that has changed my life. It's changed my life in so many ways. My recovery times are much faster. I don't go through lactic acid. In fact, I virtually feel no pain. My clarity of mind, my memory has improved. My nervousness, that I'm a lot more relaxed. A couple of years ago, I started getting really nervous, a lot of stress, and I think that it had to do with caffeine as well, where I started biting my nails. Now my nails are growing. I'm a lot more relaxed and calm. Whether that be the alkalinity, whether that be the oxygen, I don't know. I see it as a combination. So if there was anything that you could do for yourself, anyone in your family, any of your friends, I am truly a believer of the alkaline water for all that it's done for me, or alkaline ionized water at that. So thank you for your time, and I wish you many blessings in the future in your health.